Running a food business is a very popular way of making money in Ghana, just as it is in a lot of other African countries. In this video, I'm going to be speaking to Gladys. Gladys moved from Canada and she runs this beautiful restaurant right here in East Legon, Accra, a very popular part of Accra. Today, we're going to get to know her story, find out exactly why she made a decision to come to Ghana and how she got to this point where she set up her own business and her husband living here for a little bit. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and let's get right into it.
My first time was in '05, and I completely hated it, if I'm going to be honest. And I'm like, oh, I can't live here.
It takes a special strength to be able to run a restaurant, I think. Hi, Gladys.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, could you introduce yourself to my subscribers?
Yes, so I'm Gladys. I have 4 children. I'm married, and I'm here in Ghana.
Lovely. So you've come from Canada, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Were you born in Canada?
No, I was actually born here in Ghana.
Okay. Yeah. So when did you move over there?
So I moved in '94 when I was about 11 years old.
Okay. Yeah. And what made you move?
My parents were there, so it was just the standard, parents come and get their kids thing. So I knew nothing.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for anything. It was just told one day you're going to Canada. And then me and my sibling, we just left.
Just went there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how was that experience for you? Did you enjoy it?
It was different because I got there and we left in November.
Okay.
So when we got there, it was about to snow. So it wasn't a lot of snow. It was just a little bit twinkling of snow. And so it was a shock because I left from hot to cold.
Cold, yeah.
And then I left from a family home to just a townhouse. So I lived with like everybody, my grandma, my cousins, my aunt, everybody.
Yeah.
And then we got there and it's just my mom, dad, my 2 other siblings, and the sibling I went with. And so for the first week, it was hard.
Yeah.
Because I would wake up, I'm like, where's everybody?
Where's everybody? Yeah.
Where's my grandma calling and yelling and my aunt, like, where's the noise?
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a shock the first week.
And then did it take a while for you to adjust?
It did. And then we started school in January.
Okay.
And then that was another shock.
Did you have lots of Black people in your school, or was it like?
There was one Ghanaian person in my class.
Okay.
But she was actually born in Canada.
Right. Okay.
So she wasn't like Ghanaian.
Yeah.
So her and I became friends right away because she was a familiar face.
Okay.
And she kind of understood. I didn't know what was going on. Like I remember going to school, I had no idea what they were talking about. Getting ready for recess. I'm like, we got to put snow pants on. What is that?
That Canada weather is just a different level. I don't know how you people live there, honestly. So at that time, did you know you would move to Ghana eventually, or you were just, I'm in Canada now, this is going to be the rest of my life? Like,
no. Okay. I did not think about Ghana.
Okay.
I did not dream about Ghana. I mean, I thought about my family, like my grandma and my aunts and cousins.
Yeah.
But no.
How did you get here? What led up to you making a decision to move once you got a little bit older?
It's actually a funny story because I came back, my first time was in '05. Okay. And I completely hated it, if I'm going to be honest. Oh. I came back, was a shock again.
Again, yeah, because you had been away for so long.
Yeah, so I came back to another shock. And I'm like, oh, I can't live here. So I actually was supposed to be here for 3 weeks. And then I ended up changing my ticket for 2 weeks. Wow. And then left.
What happened?
I think because I didn't have no friends. There was that connection was broken.
Okay.
I think that's what it was looking back. Because I came back and, I mean, the family home that I had left was no longer in existence. People were living in different places. Yeah. Again, it was just their wife and their kids, that nuclear family again. Because the one friend I knew, I mean, I still think about her to this day, but I don't even know where to find her.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You lost touch with her?
Oh, yeah. Because we were like in grade 5.
Yeah.
But I still think about her because she was a very good friend of mine. And so I said, no, I'm not coming back here again. After '05. So I left and I'm like, yeah, no, don't like Ghana. That's it. And then 2017, it just Ghana in my head. Oh, yeah, I know.
Just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Like, I mean, it sounds cliche, but I get it now. It just popped into my head. And I'm like, oh, okay, what about Ghana? Like that initial conversation with myself. And then that was it, continued to work and do my thing. And then 2018, again, I kept thinking about it. At that time, I hadn't been back since '05. So I said to my husband, let's go for a trip with everybody, like the kids and him. Let's go and see what it would be like. What is it like? Has it changed? And so we booked a ticket in 2018 for 2019. And then I think that year they did the year of return.
Yes, that's right. That was
Yeah. So we came in 2019 and I loved it. We didn't even do any of the activities.
Yeah.
We
so
went
what was different this time?
I just saw it in a different light, in a mature light.
Okay.
I think it was just maturity.
Right. Okay.
I mean, at that time I was 21 or 22,
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
And this time I was like 30 something.
Okay.
So I think that maturity
Yeah.
to see life in a different perspective, from a different lens, I think that was the major shift. We were here for 2 months with the kids. The kids loved it.
Yeah.
My husband loved it. I loved it. So then we went back and then started a conversation of possibly relocating here.
Okay. So when did you officially move to Ghana?
Last year in August. Yes, last year in August is when I officially came. But my husband was coming in and out to kind of get things ready, like housing and things like that.
Okay. And what did you do for work over in Canada?
I work with kids.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was a behavior therapist for kids with autism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're doing something completely different.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So before we get into what you're doing now, did you come with the kids?
No, not yet.
Oh.
No, they're still there.
They're still there.
Yeah. So I'm here to pave the way for them to come. Yeah. So that's actually one of my missions is get things ready, pave the way, and then they'll come. Because I don't want them to come and then it's not right.
Yeah.
And then they hate it.
Yeah, of course.
So I kind of want to, do the groundwork, get everything for them. So when they come, they like it. And they love it because they're teenagers now.
Right. Okay.
So I feel like if it's not done right,
yeah, they will hate it.
They'll hate it.
True.
And then once you hate it, it'll be like me where I came. It'll be another 10 years for them to grow, mature, and then come back.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make it so it's the circumstances are right, the environments are right, things
so
are
they're
right.
comfortable when they come.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So you're here on your own?
I'm here on my own.
Wow.
I know.
Jeez, Gladys. Wow.
I'm here by myself.
That's big. So I think making the decision to move here from the West in general is a big thing.
Yes.
Leaving everything behind, leaving work. But your circumstance, you're leaving kids, husband. Wow, that's some serious determination.
Yes.
What has the whole experience been like for you? The whole move to Ghana?
It's been great.
Okay.
It's been good. I mean, I miss my kids and my husband. I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
If I have anything to complain about, is leaving the kids and my husband behind because I did everything with my children.
Yeah.
And now we have to do FaceTime and all that stuff. It's not the same. And then they'll tell me stories of, oh, Mom, I miss when you used to be home and you bake us cookies. No. I'm like, oh, you're hurting my heart.
I know you're not helping me. Oh, hopefully, eventually they can.
Yes. So that's the hardest. I mean, and then, I'll talk to my mom. She's like, see, now you know how we felt when we had to leave you guys behind. Because, we'll get in conflict. I'm like, why did you leave us behind? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, see, now you know how if we felt to leave us behind, for us to go. And that time, at least you get to FaceTime your kids.
Yes.
There was nothing.
Yes.
Right? So now I kind of understand her a little bit more. Because sometimes you just can't bring them along. Yeah. I mean, you want to, you just can't. So it made me appreciate my mother more. And my father more.
Yeah. Since you're here on your own, do you have any supports? Are you like a foreigner then because you don't have anybody here, or do you have people here?
I actually don't have anybody here because I grew up in Kumasi.
Oh.
So I don't have anybody in Accra.
In Accra, okay.
No. So all my family is in Kumasi.
Okay.
I mean, my mom and dad are here, but they're in and out, so they're not constantly in Accra.
In Accra, okay.
But essentially, I'm on my own.
You're on your own. So why didn't you go Kumasi then?
We went to Kumasi we were there for a month, and I thought the business would do well in Accra.
In Accra, okay.
Yeah, so I think it was more of a business decision. Yeah. If it was like I'm just here to be here, I would have been in Kumasi. Because I have family there.
Yeah, sure. I was there recently. It was nice.
Yeah, I haven't been since I've been here.
Right.
Yeah, I've been so busy.
Okay. Well, I guess now we can move into the restaurant.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
Thank
It's very,
you.
very well done. Very
Thank you.
well set up. The spaces are nice.
Thank you.
Very easy to find as well. Like I was saying, it's you've done really well.
Thank you.
Did you always know you were going to do something food related when you moved?
Yes.
Why? Did you like doing cooking food and stuff? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
I love food.
Okay.
I loved baking. In 2017 again is when I became more interested in baking. So I started baking then. And then in 2020, during COVID, I went to cooking school, baking school, because I'm like, I like it. I do it all the time.
Right.
So now I have to learn the professionally do it, right? So I knew it was going to be food. I knew it was going to be dessert.
Okay.
And my husband fights me over that.
Why? He doesn't want you to do dessert?
Not initially, no.
Oh, what did he want you to do?
Local.
Oh, like fufu and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like he likes the local stuff. So even now, like, well, when we have an argument, like, I told you to do local.
He's not in your niche, hey. So you wanted to start like a restaurant for desserts, is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So is that the main focus of your restaurant at the moment?
Yes. So the main focus is breakfast.
Okay.
We do all day breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then desserts as well.
And then dessert as well.
Okay. All right. And what were some of the things you had to put in place to be able to start this when you came here?
My husband actually saw his space. And then we had already talked to the landlord, did the payment, and did all that.
Okay.
When we got the space, it was under construction. And so it took quite a bit to get the space ready. And then some of the little things that I needed, I had to ship it over when I was coming because I didn't know where I was going to find stuff.
Yeah.
So I actually shipped 99% of the stuff I brought.
Oh, so like the furniture and stuff?
Yeah, the furniture, the flour, the Oreos, all those little toppings.
Right.
Yeah. Because I wasn't sure. I'm like,
if you find it here and
or where I'm gonna find it, right? Because I'm not familiar with Accra, so I'm like, I don't want to go and I'm just running around. So let me bring a little bit to start, and then eventually I'll know my way to find things, which now I do.
Okay.
So yeah.
And how long did it take you to fully like be ready to go?
I came in August and we opened in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
But the bulk of the work was already done.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So it was just like furniture and little things, painting and little things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you experience any challenges doing those things? I'm making her laugh. I'm making her laugh, guys.
Oh, that's an understatement. Oh my gosh. It was just keeping appointments. So someone's supposed to come do, like, let's say the electrician's supposed to come in and they won't come. Okay. And then they won't call. So I've come in all day for 8 o'clock appointment and I've been here till 8 p.m. No show. And it was just stuff like that. Yeah. And it was from the painter to the plumber to the electrician. It was just dealing with the vendors like that. Yeah. I think that was the only challenge. It's just not calling. And it's my pet
communication is,
it's actually my pet peeve. Just text. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to be late. It's understandable. But let me know. And then I will know, okay, he's going to be late. Let me go here and do this. Yeah. As opposed to me coming here and sitting here and then nothing. And so I felt like it took us a lot longer than it needed to be. It
needed to be, sure.
Because I mean, to set up furniture and arrange stuff in the back shouldn't take
that long.
Like 6 months.
Yeah. About a month should be enough.
Right?
Like, or 2 at most, but that's Ghana for you. Yes. I guess. And what about running the restaurant itself? What has that been like?
It's been great. Okay. It's been great. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, we've had a lot of good feedback. We haven't had anybody. I always ask people, how's the food? Yeah. Because I feel like we can always learn. Yeah. We can always do better. We can always improve. And so when people come in, they eat, I will ask them, is there anything you didn't like? Is there anything we can change? Yeah. And the feedback has been great. That's good. So from that part, I meet a lot of people too. So I love it for that aspect. I'm always here. I don't leave till 10 or 11 some days. So it's been good. Okay, that's good. Do you open every day? Yes. Oh, okay. Sundays included. Sundays we're closing now because of staff issues. Okay. But we did open in the past. But it's just hard to staff on Sundays. Because people go to church. And then you get a lot of calling in sick, and then you're left with nobody.
Okay.
Because they'll say, oh, I'll come in after church. And then it'll be, oh, we have a church program. Oh, we have a church practice.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, for now, I'll just close. And then eventually we'll have to, again, relook at it. Yeah, and figure it out from there.
Sure. You know, that's like, on Sundays, it's incredibly difficult to find like decent places that have good food and things like that, because you still have that whole culture of church, and then you go home and maybe make fufu with your family or something. So if you're not somebody that cooks at home quite a bit, then it's just a struggle. You have to buy your food on Saturday and warm it up on Sunday. You know, so I feel like if you're on the outside, you cannot tell that it's because staffing is an issue and that's why most people don't open. You kind of assume that, why don't these people open like on this day and until you speak to people like yourself.
And I used to be like that too.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you open on Sunday? Until I'm on the other end. Like, I remember the stuff I used to complain about. Now I completely get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the other end, right? Like when you're a customer, right? You just come in, you don't see the things going in the back. And, you know, like it could be light voltage. I remember the one time we were cooking, and I didn't even know this. The voltage went low. And so it couldn't power the machine to make the waffles. So we're standing there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, why isn't this cooking? Waffles is 2 minutes on the machine. And then the other girl's like, Madam, it's the lights. The voltage is lowered. Like the lower voltage.
They do. In Ghana, they do. I know. Wow. That's stressful.
Yeah.
It takes a special strength to be able to run a restaurant, I think. Like, honestly, I don't really think it's something that's easy. Hey?
No, it's not. Because you have products that you got to change like every few days. And then here, the weather too, because it's so hot. Like things go bad quickly.
Yeah.
And then the power, it's a lot.
Yeah. So how do you manage the power, especially with recent times? It's been going off quite frequently. So.
Yes. So thank goodness we have a generator in the building. So as soon as the power goes out, it kicks in.
That powers it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I would have
done without that. Yeah. And how many staff members do you have at the moment?
So currently we have 2.
Okay.
2 staff.
Okay.
At the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
We started with 7, and now we're left with 2.
Wow. Okay. So you're still hiring more people then?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yes. So if you're looking for a job, we're hiring.
Cool. Well, we'd like to see some of your exceptional cooking skills. So if you can take us and make something for us.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good.
What foods do you generally have on your menu?
So we have all types of breakfast. We have waffles, pancakes, sandwiches, pizza.
Okay.
So typical cafe food.
Right.
We have it here. Yeah.
What's your most popular thing?
Waffles and chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, chicken and waffles is our most popular. And then second, it will be our sandwich.
Okay.
Ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
And then our third is chicken and waffles.
So chicken and waffles takes it, basically.
It takes it, yeah. Like we've done, I remember when we first opened, we did a whole week, the whole day.
Oh,
chicken and waffles. Like people come and chicken. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Not complaining.
Not complaining. Yeah, no, never complain.
Do you have coffee as well?
Yes, we serve coffee. Okay. We serve all kinds of ice, coffee, espresso, and that kind of things. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna make our fresh spring roll. So you have rice paper here. Then you have all your veggies. So spring rolls, you can kind of put whatever you want in it. Okay. But here we serve it either veggies, so just all your veggies, or with chicken. Okay. So you can have either or.
So these are like the Asian type of spring. Okay. Yeah, spring rolls. Okay. Cool. So what's the most challenging thing about running a restaurant?
So far it's been staffing.
Okay.
Getting people that's committed, that will show up when they say they'll show up, and come in on time.
On time, okay.
I think that's been
the biggest thing.
The biggest thing, yeah.
How did you find your staff?
I posted just on Instagram and then had a poster on our door. And then people just brought their CVs, they interviewed, did references. Okay. And then, yeah. Okay, so this is warm water. The water has to be a bit warm just to kind of get this melted a little bit.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be super hot, just a
Okay.
bit warm. So you're going to put it in a couple seconds and you shake it up. You're going to fill it with your veggies. So I'm going to do lettuce. It's almost like doing a burrito.
Yeah.
A bit of carrots.
So this is a little healthier then because it's rice paper?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So this is all for, I don't do the fried one because I opted for a healthier version. But people like the fried one.
Yeah, well, Ghana people don't really care about. You can take your healthy food somewhere else.
Like people come in, they're like, we have the regular one. I'm like, I have the healthier one, but they don't really care.
Yeah, no.
And then a bit of noodles.
What type of noodles are these?
These are just your regular rice noodles.
Rice noodles. Okay.
Yeah. And I got them all here. So.
Okay. Okay, you found all the noodles and the paper wraps and everything?
No, the paper wrap I brought with me.
Okay.
But they do have it here.
Okay. Yeah. Now there's a lot of like Asian restaurants and
there's a lot more
and things, so,
varieties. Yeah. And then you're gonna wrap, just like you wrap a fajita or and there you go.
Wow.
And it's ready to serve. And we have our dip.
Okay.
Secret ingredient.
I'm
gonna share with y'all.
Okay.
But I want you to try that later.
Okay.
And I think you'll like it. And we have our peanuts. If you like peanuts, it goes on top. So the base is peanuts.
Peanuts, okay.
It's peanut butter sauce.
Oh, okay.
It's a little different than your average.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you a rice paper.
So here I am about to make my own wrap. So I don't have to wear gloves because I'm going to be eating it.
And you washed your hands.
And I wash my hands.
So your hands, you're good.
They're clean, yeah. Okay, so
have your veggies here.
Yes, some lettuce. And then some cucumber. So this is chicken as well?
That's chicken, yeah. Chicken. So that's grilled chicken.
Okay. Now for the wrapping. So I'll watch you. Oh yeah, I'll have some noodles as well.
Okay, now fold over. And tuck the ends in. So your left end, right end. And you're gonna roll tightly. And it'll stick to itself. So.
Oh, okay. It's easy.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's nice and tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then voila. All done.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So this is on your menu?
That's on our menu,
okay.
Yeah. So it's fresh.
Okay.
Then you have it with dip. So we have our
peanut
dip
sauce.
here.
Okay, cool. All right. I can try it, can I?
Of course.
Okay.
So if you like peanuts, you can put extra bits of peanuts in there to make it crunchy.
Okay. Are you gonna have one with me?
Sure.
Okay.
So you just dip in. I don't know how you like I like my foods really saucy.
Yeah, just a little bit of sauce is good.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers. The sauce is good. Definitely peanut butter. If you love peanut butter, you love it. Very good.
We have an ice cream machine. We have Italy coffee from Italy. So we have espresso, your iced coffees, and all that stuff. We have our slushy machine here, and then I brought along some juices as well: Mountain Dew, 7-Up, Nestea iced tea. We had ginger ale and all that, but it's finished. So we're getting more in.
What kind of teas do you serve?
We have Tetley tea. We have honey lemon tea, and it's twinning, and I brought that with me as well. And then we have like a green tea and then a ginger tea. So normally we have our showcase full of goodies, but because of the interview today, we closed just to do the interview. So normally we have donuts, and donuts we have about 15 to 20 different toppings on them. We have a banana bread, which is our number one seller. We have chocolate chip cookies, again, our number one seller too. We have cupcakes, so we'll have a vanilla, a chocolate cupcake. We've done croissants. We have tea biscuits. We have that with our breakfast, and then we have some on display because it's very low sugar and people love that. So normally we have our case full.
Gladys and I were just talking, and Gladys was telling me that the biggest thing that had to happen for her was the mental shift.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that has helped her transition into Ghana.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's so important. So I want her to share a bit about that to you guys.
Yes, so I think you have to unlearn what you've learned and relearn new things. Because the way Ghana is not what you see out there. You know, sometimes, often you hear the bad stuff, the bad stuff, the bad stuff. But there's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positive stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't do justice enough in portraying the way Ghana and Africa is as a whole. And I have an example of my sister being terribly scared for me every single day. She'll call me to check up on me. How you doing? Are you driving? When she heard I was driving, she nearly, like, she went crazy. Because, like, how can you drive on those roads? You're going to die. Because that's all you see of this accident on Accra to Kumasi Road. That accident. And I'm like, I've been here for 8 months. Nothing. Not even a bump.
And these things happen, like you were saying, even in the West, like there are accidents that happen as well. It's just that that's not the main focus of media that's out there. Like, oh, today 10 people died on this highway or whatever, you know. But
so in the West, they put their best foot forward. And I think that hit me when we went to Detroit, because we live closer to the Detroit border. So we went there, and from far, like, it's just beautiful buildings, you know, the skyscrapers, everything's beautiful. So we drove in, we drove in about 10 minutes after the border. We got into the city, and I saw homeless, abandoned buildings. I mean, just scattered things. And I was telling my husband, notice a little bit of an issue here. He goes, what? You notice when we were coming in, when we were approaching, it was beauty. For the first 10, 20 minutes, beautiful. You got in, and it's not so beautiful, and it's a different story. And I was saying, well, in Ghana, you get the not so beautiful first before you get in
the good ones
to see the beauty. And I think we need to kind of shift that and put our best foot forward.
I agree.
And it's the same thing with education. You know, we always blame things. Oh, Ghana education is a Ghana education. I work in a school. I work with the board. And when you get in on paper again, it's beautiful. Everything's written down. You know, these things are done. The steps are taken. But when you're in that classroom, it's two different things. Two different things. It's not the same as what they've written down as a document for the other people to read about our education than being in that classroom. Because I'm in that classroom every single day. Two different things.
So what are some of the things that would happen in school itself?
It's not what it's put out to be. So the kids aren't getting the education that it's portrayed to be. Like, I work with kids with special needs in the classroom. And oftentimes, their IEPs aren't even followed. And even parents in Canada don't even know that the IEPs aren't being done. It's just being passed over. It's just being skipped. But on paper, the mandates are filled because they have to fill a mandate. Those things are done. Everything is done. The meetings will be have. But once all that is done and you're in a classroom, it's a different story. But nobody knows, and nobody complains. And even if they do know, they don't bring that forward again. They'll just make it sound
seem
nice.
Like everything is good. The education system over there is better.
But there's a lot of kids struggling with reading, a lot of kids struggling with learning. And again, that's not talked about. Statistically, they'll put the highest first and then the lowest at the bottom.
You know, there's this whole thing about Ghana's education system not being better than what is in the West. But generally speaking, when you take somebody from primary school here and you take them overseas to the same class as they would have been if they were over there, generally speaking, they're always smarter than whatever kids are in their class. Or, so it's interesting. I think it's more of a lack of resources here than anything else. But I think the way they teach, for the most part,
is good.
There you go, guys. Come check out Ghana for yourself. Don't go by what they're sending you online. You can watch my YouTube because you know I bring real stuff.
But do come.
But come for yourself.
Come for yourself. And everyone's perspective is different.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's experience are going to be different.
Absolutely.
Right? Like
Absolutely.
your experience is going to be different from mine.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So I think if you can and if you can afford it and you have time, come for yourself.
Yeah, come see
Honestly,
it.
like come see it.
Yeah.
Talk to people
Yeah.
on the ground because the way you view things is different. So come, enjoy, meet people, and your perspectives will change.
All right, Gladys. Thank you for having me. It's been beautiful. Love your restaurant. I'm definitely going to come back. And I feel like you're doing everything right. This place is beautiful. The fact that you get a view of the road outside is even like a plus. Very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
So, what's the best way for people to contact you if they want to either visit or just chat to you? Or
So we're on Instagram and TikTok. T.delightgh.
okay.
They can call me at 053 371 5370. I'm on WhatsApp as well.
All right, you guys, don't forget to reach out to Gladys and come check her out. She's right across from Living Room, very easy to find. This road is Otele Avenue in East Legon. If you're ever in the area, come by. She's got some really good stuff here. Yeah, so don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow your bliss. So, now life is short. Follow your bliss, na nipa yete. Follow your bliss, na di ebesi biya yet, and follow your bliss, na day na mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.